Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Is it really possible to get out of debt without payment plans or attorneys? 18 years ago, we developed a program that has made thousands debt-free in just 90 days. It's called Zero Debt in 90 Days, and it works for all credit card debt, medical bills, even collection lawsuits.
When I first joined, I was being sued. So I used the program methods, and after filing one piece of paper, the collection lawsuit was dismissed.
With Zero Debt in 90 days, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back and stop creditors in only 90 days, guaranteed. Prevent wage garnishments, bank levies, and stop collection calls with our proven program. Call Zero Debt in 90 days now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
Took it all away. The lanes and the meadows.
We are back live. I mentioned some of this yesterday, but I want to get back into it because I need to write an article about this or make a video about it. Because for 15 years, I've known about the government worldwide in every Western nation, from Australia to the U.S., from Canada to England, from Germany to Denmark, taking people's blood at birth and putting it in a UN-financed global government database. And finally, lawsuits got filed by some of my listeners in Minnesota over this and in Texas, and they've won, and they found out that, yes, it's an Army database. Well, it's more than that. Look, I was sent the documents almost 15 years ago by a nurse in San Antonio. And Jason Douglas wrote a great article, but he's going off what the media said. You know, 2002, Texas started taking blood. No. 39 years ago, worldwide, they began taking blood from all newborns and lying and saying it's got to be sent to the health department to do a blood test. They take 2 sets. They do the blood test at the hospital or send it to a lab. That blood goes and is being kept and sold to pharma companies. And they've had cases where they patented certain proteins and things in your blood. And then when you go to get genetic treatment later, guess what? They've already got you on file. And it's for eugenics and bioweapons development. That's all come out. So it's so frustrating that even now that this is admitted, that I must not have done my job because people don't even know the tip of the iceberg. But there's a whitewash out of KXAM. The Statesman had one. And they go on to admit that in the last lawsuit the government settled, they admitted that they were selling it to the Army. Well, it's not just that. It's a state law. You know, they claim, oh, it's a state law. We test the blood for the diseases. But it's a state law to get your blood to give it to the Army. It's illegal what they're doing with it, but they have the law about collecting it. And the law is on the hospitals. You as a parent don't have to do it. It's a law that they have to attempt it. And there's now a class action suit been filed over newborn babies' blood, going to the Pentagon, going to private companies. And at the end of it, the government says it's preposterous that we've got a DNA database. When they say a minute before on the TV piece and in the paper that that's what the lawsuit showed. But those documents are all public now. I mean, this stuff, anybody did the research, it's all out there. Okay? For 39 years, if you were born in New Zealand, Australia, England, Canada, the United States, Western Europe, we've already been under a global government. It's all standardized. We've got Head Start. They've got Secure Start, you know, in Europe and other areas. We've got telescreens, barking orders. They've got them going in England. I mean, it's the same deal. It's continuity of agenda. And people better wake up to that. And here's another one. The Texas Tribune lawsuit alleges DSHS sold baby DNA samples. That's admitted. You can't get the mainstream media around here to report on what's admitted. It'd be like if the space shuttle took off and you know, flew into orbit, they'd say, allegedly the space shuttle took off. Or if the sun came up, they have a headline, allegedly the sun came up. But then somebody goes on a message board and says they're Osama bin Laden and they're going to attack, and the AP and Reuters run headlines, bin Laden says he's going to attack, and then later they say this came from a message board. See, they're always playing it down. And I'm not saying these writers at KXAN or the Statesman are government agents. They've already bought into tyranny and that this is all for their own good and government loves them and they're childlike in their mentality. So, well, it can't be true. They sold it secretly. That's a little scary. So even though it's admitted they did, we'll just say it's alleged. So we all feel better. You know, we don't want to create mistrust of the government because civically the right thing to do is to teach trust. You know, they teach in journalism school in this country to teach trust of the government. What is Congressman Cohen trying to shut down Jesse Ventura's TV show say in his editorial? He says that, you know, we've got to have a media that teaches people to trust the government. That's how out of touch they are. The government thinks you're cattle. They stick their hands down your pants. They put you in scanners. They're taking blood samples at checkpoints warrantlessly under federal grants. Local police are being federalized. They're spying on everything you do. It's out of control, and it needs to stop. You know, we're about to go to break and come back with Senator-elect Rand Paul, hopefully, because he's a busy schedule. I do just want to remind folks, this show is listener-supported. If you believe in what we're doing, go to prisonplanet.tv. You can get 5+ months free every Christmas. And if you can also go create an account, make a username passcode, give it as a gift to friends and family in an e-card or written in a card. All my films, the live show, higher quality podcast, the video streams, $5.95 a month. Or get a year membership and get a huge discount, the equivalent of 5.3 months free, prisonplanet.tv. And you can also get your orders in at Infowars.com for hard copies of all the films.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Calbin 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Calbin Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone.
TrueCloset.com/America Today.
Of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
All right, he's promised to come back in the new year for longer. We only got him for about 10, 15 minutes right now. How amazing. Senator-elect Rand Paul going to the Senate. Senator, I just want to say congratulations to you.
Well, thank you. It's good to be with you again, Alex.
My first question is, they threw everything they could at you, one of the biggest demonization campaigns in modern history. It failed. What does that say about the dinosaur corporate establishment media?
Well, I think it's amazing that, you know, not only did they throw the kitchen sink at us, they made up a few things along the way. But what I would say is that the mainstream media doesn't control the process anymore. I think there are so many other outlets where people are getting their news. Talk radio is a big one. The Internet's another big one. And I think also that the scare tactics of saying, oh, so-and-so is going to take away or cut off your grandmother's Social Security doesn't work anymore, because people realize that if we do nothing, no one will have Social Security, no one will have Medicare, because the politicians have basically spent all the money, and there has to be some reform. Whether you like it or not, there's going to have to be some kind of entitlement reform.
Well, moving quickly through these questions, again, you're gracious to join us. Obviously, I'm sure you know that Cass Sunstein at the White House, the commissioner of the FCC, said freedom without government control of media was an aberration. They're really moving in right now to try to curtail free speech. What's your concern with that, Senator?
Well, it's funny. I've been concerned about the fairness doctrine ever since I was a teenager.